Okay, I'll play the audio twice. Then you have to after that you have to read this script. Okay, so you will listen first. You will listen how to pronounce every single word here. After that, your turn to read the script using the same intonation and also pronunciation. Okay, clear? So this is the warming up activity before we do practice IELTS speaking part one and also part two. Let's listen.
6 Minute English.
From bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil.
And I'm Beth. Are you a tea or coffee drinker, Neil?
Well, I usually drink a cup of coffee in the morning. How about you, Beth?
I'm definitely a tea drinker. There's nothing like a good cuppa to start the day.
Yes, a cuppa. It's a word in British English meaning a cup of tea, right? But there are many different types of tea. Which tea do you like?
Well, I usually drink English breakfast tea in the morning, and then a matcha tea at lunch, and then maybe a calming herbal tea before bed.
Wow, it sounds like you're a real tea addict, Beth. So you'll love this program because we're discussing an exciting drink called bubble tea. And as usual, we'll be learning some useful new vocabulary as well.
Great, but first I have a question for you, Neil. Today, British supermarkets sell almost twice as much coffee.
6 Minute English.
From bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil.
And I'm Beth. Are you a tea or coffee drinker, Neil?
Well, I usually drink a cup of coffee in the morning. How about you, Beth?
I'm definitely a tea drinker. There's nothing like a good cuppa to start the day.
Yes, a cuppa. It's a word in British English meaning a cup of tea, right? But there are many different types of tea. Which tea do you like?
Well, I usually drink English breakfast tea in the morning, and then a matcha tea at lunch, and then maybe a calming herbal tea before bed.
Wow, it sounds like you're a real tea addict, Beth. So you'll love this program because we're discussing an exciting drink called bubble tea. And as usual, we'll be learning some useful new vocabulary as well.
Great, but first I have a question for you, Neil. Today, British...
Okay, finish. So who wants to be number one? I call one of you, yeah. So I'll give you the example. You have listened the audio twice, right? Then you have to read the script using the same intonation and also pronunciation. Hello, this is 6 Minutes English from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil. And I'm Beth. Are you a tea or coffee drinker, Neil? Well, I usually drink a cup of coffee in the morning. Jadi, coba untuk menirukan intonasi and also the pronunciation. Yap, yang pertama, Karidia. Silakan Karidia.
Sir, sorry, aku tadi lagi gak fokus. Kenapa, Sir?
Baca ini Kak, baca skripnya. Baca skrip ini dan menirukan tadi audionya. Tadi Kak Ridia sudah mendengarkan dua kali atau belum?
Eh, Baru satu kali seperti ya,
Oh
Sir.
ya udah, oke oke udah. Ini juga ada yang baru masuk. Saya putar lagi ya Kak ya. Jadi teman-teman
Ya.
semuanya, ini saya akan putar audionya dua kali ya. Kemudian setelah selesai, teman-teman baca ini sesuai dengan intonasi dan pronunciation yang digunakan gitu ya. Diusahakan semirip mungkin. Tapi kalau durasinya nggak apa-apa agak panjang atau agak pendek ya, gitu. Oke, saya putarkan lagi ya, eh, dua kali ya teman-teman ya.
English.
From bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil.
And I'm Beth. Are you a tea or coffee drinker, Neil?
Well, I usually drink a cup of coffee in the morning. How about you, Beth?
I'm definitely a tea drinker. There's nothing like a good cuppa to start the day.
Yes, a cuppa. It's a word in British English meaning a cup of tea, right? But there are many different types of tea. Which tea do you like?
Well, I usually drink English breakfast tea in the morning, and then a matcha tea at lunch, and then maybe a calming herbal tea before bed.
Wow, it sounds like you're a real tea addict, Beth. So you'll love this program because we're discussing an exciting drink called bubble tea. And as usual, we'll be learning some useful new vocabulary as well.
6 Minute English.
From bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil.
And I'm Beth. Are you a tea or coffee drinker, Neil?
Well, I usually drink a cup of coffee in the morning. How about you, Beth?
I'm definitely a tea drinker. There's nothing like a good cuppa to start the day.
Yes, a cuppa. It's a word in British English meaning a cup of tea, right? But there are many different types of tea. Which tea do you like?
Well, I usually drink English breakfast tea in the morning, and then a matcha tea at lunch, and then maybe a calming herbal tea before bed.
Wow, it sounds like you're a real tea addict, Beth. So you'll love this program because we're discussing an exciting drink called bubble tea. And as usual, we'll be learning some useful new vocabulary as well.
Great.
Okay, finish. The first, saya panggil yang lainnya dulu ya. Oh ya, Karidia dulu aja ya. Karidia, you're the first Karidia.
Okay, I'm trying.
Yep.
Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil, and I'm Beth. Are you a tea or coffee drinker, Neil? Well, I usually drink a cup of coffee in the morning. How about you, Beth? Oh, I'm definitely a tea drinker. There's nothing like a good cuppa to start the day. Yes, a cuppa. It's a word in British English meaning a cup of tea, right? But there are many different types of tea. Which tea do you like? Well, I'm usually drink English breakfast tea in the morning, then a matcha tea at lunch, and maybe a calming herbal tea before bed. Wow, it sounds like you're a real tea addict, Beth. So you'll love this program because we're discussing an exciting drink called bubble tea. And as usual, we'll be learning some useful new vocabulary as well.
Oke, as usual ya, as usual tadi gitu ya, Kak. Jadi apa ini kayak hint tadi teman-teman ya semuanya direkam. Kemudian compare between your audio, your recording with the original one. If you find mistakes, try to read again and correct your mistakes gitu ya. Jadi biar ada feedback gitu. Oke, great Karidia. Bagus, bagus. Anda slip sedikit aja tadi ya. Oke. Thank you Karidia. Next. Um, Kak Kak Hadira. Silakan Kak Hadira.
Yes, hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil and I'm Beth. Are you a tea or coffee drinker, Neil? Well, I usually drink a cup of coffee in the morning. How about you, Beth? Oh, oh, I'm definitely a tea drinker. There's nothing like a good cuppa to start the day. Yes, cuppa. It's a word in British English meaning a cup of tea, right? But there are many different types of tea. Which tea do you like? Well, I usually drink English breakfast tea in the morning, then a matcha tea at lunch, and maybe a calming herbal tea before bed. Wow, you it sounds like you are a real tea addict. So you'll love
Oke. Yep, go on, go on.
so you'll love this program because we're discussing an exciting drink called bubble tea. And as usual, we'll be learning some useful new vocabulary as well.
Hey, great, great. Yep. Okay, thank you, Kak. Thank you. Now, one more. Yeah, one more. It should be main, yeah. So, Kak, Kak Ahmad ya, Kak Ahmad, silakan Kak Ahmad. Kak Ahmad, are you here?
Hello, sir. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, clear.
Okay, clear. Okay, thank you. Hello, this is 6 Minutes English from BBC Learning English. I'm Nell, and I'm Belle. Are you a tea or coffee drinker, Nile? Well, I usually drink a cup of coffee in the morning. How about you, Belle? Ah, I'm definitely a tea drinker. There's nothing like a good cuppa to start the day. Yes, a cuppa. It is a word in British English meaning a cup of tea, right? But there are many different types of tea. Which tea do you like? Well, I usually drink English breakfast tea in the morning, then a matcha tea at lunch, and maybe a calming herbal tea before bed. Wow, it sounds like you are a real tea addict. Well, so you love this program because we are discussing an exciting drink called bubble tea. And as usual, we'll be learning some useful new vocabulary as well.
Oke
Okay,
ya,
sir.
discussing ya Kak. Not
Okay,
discussing
sir.
ya, discussing.
Oh
Oke,
yeah,
great,
discussing.
great, great. Oke, luar biasa. eh Bagus, bagus. Yep, you try to what is it? To imitate the intonation and also the pronunciation. Oke, good job Kak. Yap, teman-teman cukup tiga dulu ya, cukup tiga dulu. Nanti akan ada kesempatan lagi. Yap, kita mundur dulu. Ini ada materi yang belum saya sampaikan kemarin. Nah, this is the example of how to answer speaking part one. So this is the question: which relatives did you see most often when you were a child? Notice the tenses that is used. Yeah, between two questions, dialogue one and also dialogue two. For the dialogue one, yeah, the questions using simple present. Dialogue one is simple past, and then dialogue two simple present. Dialogue one, when you answer the question, uh, your question should be mostly in simple past in some parts. If you prefer the time that you did in the past. So test taker say I used to see my grandparents 4 or 5 times a week. Nah, using use ya verb 2 karena ngomongin simple past. Tapi nanti di bagian situ juga ada kombinasi simple present. Kalau konteksnya itu present. Contoh, I'm planning to, itu future ya. I'm planning to go run more often in the future. Karena itu sebuah planning. Ada tambahan planning. Kemudian I don't see them as often now. Ini ngomongin present gitu. Jadi tensisnya itu harus sesuai dengan situasi. Nah, sayangnya bahasa Inggris tuh nggak sama seperti bahasa Indonesia ya gitu ya. Ketika kita ngomong kemarin atau besok itu kita tinggal tambahkan kata besok, kemarin, lusa gitu saja kan. Tapi kalau di bahasa Inggris itu beda verbnya. Verb satu, verb 2, ya, bahkan juga verb 3 gitu. Oke, the dialogue 2, examiner asks about what kind of films do you like? It depends. Nah, ya. Oke. Nah, silakan teman-teman baca apa ini jawabannya ya. Silakan diurutkan. Itu sudah ada nomornya ya. One, two, three, four. Coba letakkan di situ mana yang satu, mana yang dua, tiga, dan empat. Ini contoh uh, jawaban speaking part one. Oke, silakan dibaca then and put your answer on the chat box. Oke. Teman-teman, dialog one and also dialog two ya. Sorry, sorry. Oke, sorry teman-teman ya. Eh, Mikrofon saya mute ternyata. Oke. Uh, Question for dialogue two. This one is interchangeable. It means that if you want three verse is okay, four verse is okay. Because the format like this one. If I want some excitement, I'll see a movie. If I had a hard day, I might watch a comedy. Actually, bla 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 gitu ya. Oke, teman-teman, sekarang kita fokus ke sini ya. Link together to different ideas or opposite ya. Tadi udah saya jawab ya. It should be but gitu. But kemudian subject dan verb lagi. Then introduce your opinion. Contoh yang lain adalah I think. Di sini ada I guess. Ya, I guess. Ini punya arti yang sama dengan I think. Number three, introduce a reason for something. Do you know about this one, everyone? Ini ya, ini nggak ke bold. Because, it should be because. Because. Introduce the result of something. Ada yang tahu? Yang di bold itu. Kata yang mana? Oke. So ya, jawabannya ya. So, result. Say that something is not certain, it is decided by something else. It depends. It depends. Ya, tergantung gitu ya. Introduce a fact or contrast to what is being said. Actually. Ya, oke. Nah, ini diusahakan jangan berkali-kali ya teman-teman ya. Kalau kita mati ini kan satu-satu. So satu kali, but itu satu kali ya. I guess satu kali, because ya satu kali gitu. Jadi tidak ada terlalu banyak repetition pola yang sama gitu. Oke. Nah, now let's analyze this. This is very important as well. Analyze which one is better. Guys, now first match between number and also letter. Then decide which one is better. Okay? So actually, you have to find the number and the letter that has the same context and also the same meaning. After that, you have to choose between one of them, which one is better when you explain. Oke, silakan teman-teman. Ini bagus nih materi ini. Jadi biar bisa paham bagaimana cara menjelaskan yang bagus. Silakan, teman-teman. Yep, one and D, and then which one is better, Kak? One and D, and between one and D, which one is better? So guys, I give you the example ya. Itu sudah benar yang disampaikan Kak Taskia ya, one and D. And which one is better? Sampaikan ya. Misalkan nih contoh nih, D is better. Oke, boleh seperti itu Kak Taskia. Oke, teman-teman yang lain silakan. Okay. Uh, one with D, yeah, one with D, and the better one is D. Then two, two with F, yeah, two with F, and then the better one, two, and then three and A, and then the better one is A, and then four and B, four B, and the better one is four, and then number five, still live in the same neighborhood I grew up in, five and E. And then the better one is five, yeah, correct. And then the last one, six should be with C, six and C. And then uh I like all kinds of food. I prepare several dishes with one interesting and this special. I have a chicken. Yep, okay. And the better one is this one, C. Itu. So when you analyze why it is better, okay, kata Ska, your answer is six ya. Tadi ada Kak Dewi kayak yang jawab ya. Kak Dewi, oh ya Kak Dewi jawabnya juga sih ya. Oke. Jadi gini Kak, kalau diamati ya, I really like food. My favorite food is chicken and rice. I don't like vegetable very much. Hmm, jadi agak apa ya? Kurang bagus lah strukturnya gitu kan, dan pemilihan pemilihan diksinya juga kurang gitu. Itu sebenarnya bagus kok, nggak apa-apa pakai itu ketika teman-teman ngomong, pakai itu nggak apa-apa teman-teman. Cuman ini kan ekspektasinya kita pilih yang better, which one is better gitu. Bukan salah ya, bukan, no, 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 not is not uh, incorrect, no, it is correct. Tetapi ini komparasi aja, mana sih kalimat ya atau frase-frase yang advance, yang bagus, yang better itu yang mana sih gitu. Itu aja tujuannya ya. Oke. Nah, itu kan I prefer savory dishes to sweet ones. In restaurant I tend to choose spicy uh, apa ini? Spicy meal, ada kata tend to ya. Tend to. Oke. Any question everyone? Any question? Belum ya? Oke. Nah, kemarin kan saya sudah menjelaskan nih mengenai filler ya. Filler itu kita berhenti lama dan bilang gitu. Karena orang Indonesia kalau filler cenderung kan bilangnya gitu. Cuman ya kalau misalkan emnya itu hanya bentar dan jarang, itu wajar. Karena emnya itu karena mikir, bukan karena kemampuan yang kurang gitu. Kalau yang panjang kan biasanya kita mencoba untuk recall our memory to say a certain word, tapi nggak keluar-keluar kosakatanya. Akhirnya kan long pause. Dan juga wajahnya wajah nervous kayak gitu. Nah, oke. Jadi beda kalau misalkan emnya itu sebentar saja, kita berpikir sejenak gitu aja. Itu beda, teman-teman. Sense-nya beda. Nah, ada cara lain nih kita untuk apa ya, semacam mengelabui examiner. Hmm. Kita bisa pakai kata to be honest, dan to be honest, sambil sambil ngomong to be honest itu sambil mikir. To be honest, nah terkesan natural. Seperti yang saya sampaikan kemarin ya teman-teman ya. Inti dari speaking adalah we can speak English naturally. Itu poinnya. Natural ya berarti ya bayangkan kita lagi ngobrol dengan our best friend dengan senyum, ekspresi, gesture, normal lah wajahnya, bukan wajah panik gitu. Oke. Kemudian juga bisa menggunakan kata what I mean is maksud saya apa gitu ya. What I mean is maksud saya adalah It is difficult to say, but I think gitu. It's difficult to say. Mungkin topiknya agak apa ini ya, tricky gitu. Mau jawab ini, jawab itu gitu. And you say, oh, it's difficult to say, but I think, nah, actually, actually, in fact, nah, in fact, sambil sambil ngomong in fact itu sambil mikir, well, I suppose gitu. Jadi ini filler, contoh-contoh filler di awal yang bisa kita gunakan ya. Any question, everyone? Any question? Oke, kalau nggak ada, kita langsung praktek lagi ya. Saya ingatkan lagi strategi yang kemarin ya. Yang pertama, ketika jawab, senyum ya. Jangan panik. Bayangkan, dibayangkan situasinya. Misalkan tentang shopping, bayangkan lagi shopping, gitu kan. Kemudian using gesture biar suasananya itu mencair ya. Dan kemudian kalau nggak punya pengalaman mengenai itu, coba pinjam pengalaman teman atau pengalaman saudara. Anggaplah itu pengalamannya teman-teman. Karena apa? Tidak dinilai kebenarannya. Yang dinilai adalah how we deliver information. Gitu ya. Oke, siap? Yep. The first one, it should be answered by uh, Kak Lisa first ya. Kak Lisa.
Yes, sir.
Yep. The question is, do you sorry. Do you read books in English?
Yes, of course. I read books in English, and recently I read some several books such as books about psychology, and then I guess it's about life, purpose of life, and it is called as Ikigai. And then have um I also have um well, actually, I also have
Okay.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Yep. Kak Taskia, next. Which is better, living in a house or a flat?
Hi, am I audible?
Which is
Am,
better, living in a
no, no,
house or a flat?
no. Am I audible?
Yes, clear,
Yeah.
clear.
Okay. I think that it's better to live in a flat for me, yeah, because I live in a big city, which is in Jakarta, and flat is comparatively near the office rather than house. Because if you want to live in a house in Jakarta area, you will be able only to afford the house outside of Jakarta. So it's not like near the office. So I prefer to live in a flat because of the
Okay.
accessible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next question. This is for Kak Aul. Kak Aul, um,
Okay,
do you
sir. Yeah.
enjoy going shopping?
Sometimes I feel enjoy going shopping, but and sometimes I not enjoy it. But mm, in fact, in fact, in every month, I go to supermarket to buy necessary what I needed, like uh, like rice or meat or the another.
Okay. Yep. Next question. This is for Kak Ahmad. Kak Ahmad,
Okay.
what sort of job would you like in the future? Or what is your dream job?
Okay. Thank you for your question. If you talk about especially my dream job in the future, I think I want to be a good consultant, or especially in business, because I think if I can give a good advice or suggestion to make some of business create more profit, so it should be success for
Okay.
the owner.
Yep. Thank you. Next question, Kak Dewi. Kak
Yes.
Dewi, what do you do while you are at home?
Yeah. I think I really enjoy at home for watching a movie or drama because it's really relaxing for me and recharging my body, my time during my whole activity in the week. So I really enjoy uh, to watching some movie, K drama, and doing activity for refreshing and recharging myself.
Okay. Yep, thank you. Kak Hadira, what do you enjoy doing on your holidays?
Sorry, sir, boleh.
Yeah, what do you enjoy doing on your holidays? Or what is the favorite activity when you are on holiday?
I usually go to mm, having a trip with my friends, like go to mountain or vacation with my friends, or some I just at home or um time or like uh, my take my enjoy time just like that.
Okay, thank you. Next question, Kak Ridya. Kak Ridya, what do you do at your weekend?
I usually spending my time learning English and also reading books. Reading books. One of my favorite is from Hanim Sunim and also like doing some cooking and baking at the same time. So it's just usually depends on my mood.
Oke, yap. Nah, teman-teman sudah dengar semua ya, sudah dengar masing-masing memberikan jawaban gitu ya. Jadi eh, yang baik itu gini, jawaban itu kita jawabnya jawabnya dengan jawabnya dengan santai gitu ya. Jawabnya itu dengan apa ini? Dengan nada santai. Kemudian apa ini? Jangan terlalu banyak gitu. Ya mungkin sampai 4 kalimat gitu aja. Karena tak satu ya, tax one itu yang saya sampaikan kemarin ya teman-teman ya, kita akan diberikan antara 2 atau 3 topik yang berbeda. Dan setiap topik itu ada beberapa pertanyaan gitu. Gitu. Nah, examiner akan melakukan hal yang sama seperti saya tadi. Kalau sekiranya itu terlalu panjang, maka saya akan nge-cut ya. Saya akan cut. Tapi waktu apa nih uh, menyetop tadi ya atau the cut your speaking bukan berarti bukan bukan berarti teman-teman nilainya kurang, tidak. Examiner berusaha uh, waktu yang digunakan itu on track gitu ya. Nah, siapa tahu ketika dikasih topik yang berbeda ada kosakata advance yang muncul gitu. Maksudnya seperti itu teman-teman ya. Dan juga task satu ini durasinya cuma 5 menit. Ingat ya, kemarin total durasi untuk speaking kan kurang lebih hanya 14 menit. Teman-teman di dalam cuma 14 menit gitu. Jadi harus dimaksimalkan di situ. Oke. Nah, feedback yang pertama tadi sudah saya sampaikan, pasti tadi teman-teman sudah notice ya, mana jawaban yang santai, seperti ngobrol dengan teman, seperti ngobrol dengan orang tua, dengan saudara, gitu ya. Mana yang terkesan masih apa ya, masih agak nervous gitu. Nah, coba diposisikan ngomong dengan teman, biar nyaman. Oke, examinernya pun nyaman, kita pun nyaman ketika menjawab. Itu yang pertama. Then the second one, ketika ada pertanyaan, jangan diulang pertanyaannya, coba diparaphrase. Coba diparaphrase, gitu. Oke, saya nggak menyebutkan siapa yang tidak banyak memparaphrase ya. Misalkan nih, saya kasih contoh nih, ya, tentang tentang hobi gitu ya. So, what's your hobby? Well, I'm interested in football. Jadi nggak diulang lagi kata-kata hobinya gitu ya. Oke, teman-teman, clear ya? Jadi coba diparaphrase. Nah, kalau kita ketika menjawab itu menggunakan paraphrase, it means that we have good lexical resource. Gitu caranya ya. Kemudian eh, bayangkan, bayangkan kalau sekarang misalkan nih pertanyaannya holidays, or shopping, or read books in English, or at the weekends. Ya udah, berarti bayangkan sekarang lagi weekend, sekarang lagi baca buku bahasa Inggris atau pegang bukunya dan lain-lain. Nah, ketika membayangkan itu membantu kita untuk bisa dapat apa ini ya, ideas yang banyak gitu. Oke, clear. Kemudian intonasinya coba, ya intonasinya digunakan. Oke, teman-teman, saya akan menggunakan soal yang lain ya, nggak menggunakan soal yang tadi ya. Siap ya? I will call you randomly, so please be prepared. Oke, bentar, saya ambilkan pertanyaannya. Yap. Siap teman-teman ya. Ini nanti satu orang akan mendapatkan kesempatan ngomong 2 kali. Oke, the first one, Kak Taskia.
Right, yes, I
Ya,
will go.
yap. Kak Taskia, did you learn art at school when you were a child?
I learned about learning how to play music, especially piano and
Mhm.
flute at school.
Oke, yap. Next, Kak Ridya. Kak Ridya, um, is art popular? Is art popular in your country?
I think in terms of music, drama, or maybe like musical theater, I think it really popular. Sorry, this is my struggle actually. Like sometimes I cannot develop an idea.
Okay, keep going, keep going.
I think in terms of music is popular
Uh-huh.
because there are so many concerts, whether it's from the local or the, oh my God, I'm nervous.
Oke, next Kak Aul. Oke Kak Aul. Uh,
Yes,
do you
Mister.
do you think children can benefit from going to art galleries?
I think children will get some benefits when going to art galleries because the children will thinking a lot about the uh sorry, sir. I forget the vocabularies.
Keep going, keep going. Try to find the vocabulary that you know.
Yeah, so when children go to art galleries, they will see the art and they will thinking about and imagine about the beautiful colors, and I think it is benefit for their growth.
Oke, ya harus bisa struggle ya Kak ketika ketika menjawab ya, nggak apa-apa. Oke, thank you. Next, let's talk about clothes. Kak Kak Dewi, Kak Dewi, uh, do most people in your country follow fashion?
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. In my country, it's a really up to date for the fashion, especially there's so much entertainment influencer for the fashionable, in Instagram or other platform. And I think so much people in my country going to try more fashionable than other.
Oke,
Hmm,
Kak,
benar nggak sih?
oke, nggak apa-apa. It's
Yeah.
okay. Kak Hadira, Kadira, where do you usually buy your clothes?
I usually buy my clothes from online or by thrifting because I don't really like to spend my time outside and just that's why I buy clothes via online.
Okay,
Um,
Kalisa, Kalisa, do you ever wear the traditional clothes of your country?
Yes, I have wear the traditional clothes of
Where?
my
Yep.
wear. I have wear the traditional clothes of my cities actually. Um this is unique, and in my country there are a lot of traditional clothes, but the traditional clothes that I have wear is my traditional clothes from my city, and that's so unique. And every traditional clothes of my country is different from each other.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next, Kak Ahmad. Kak Ahmad, let's talk about bicycles. Do you
Okay, sir.
do you think that children should be encouraged using bicycle?
Okay. The children, in my opinion, if he can ride bicycle, I think it's a good for them because they can strolling around their house to enjoy the environment, the good weather, so they can riding with their parents or with their friends.
Oke, ya gimana teman-teman? Puas dengan jawabannya? Oke, saya kasih contoh satu ya teman-teman ya. Ini saya cara saya jawab nih. Tapi bukan berarti ini yang terbaik ya, bukan yang paling baik. Saya kasih contoh saja. Teman-teman nanti pasti bisa lah untuk mengembangkan lagi ideasnya. Masih ingat ya yang kemarin saya sampaikan ya. Poinnya dulu sampaikan di awal. Pertanyaannya apa? Dijawab dulu poinnya. Baru dikasih kalian penjelas, penjelas, penjelas. Kayak gitu. Misalkan nih ya, ada pertanyaan tentang art ya. Art itu ditanyakan teman-teman. Kadang ditanyakan sebagai topik gitu. Makanya ada art kalau nggak salah, if I'm not mistaken, ada art di topik eh apa nih ya? Saya lupa di yang keberapa itu di artikel sama videonya. Misalkan ini adalah tentang art gallery. Have you ever been to an art gallery? Berarti apakah pernah visit ya art gallery? Misalkan saya nggak pernah, tapi saya pernah membaca tentang art gallery itu kayak gimana sih gitu. Saya jawab yes saja. Kalau saya jawab no, susah. Nanti menjelaskan alasannya apa, kenapa nggak pernah ke sana, bla bla bla. Itu jauh lebih susah daripada ya kita menjawab, oke saya pernah gitu saja, gitu. Ya, misalkan kayak gitu ya. Pertanyaannya, have you ever been to an art gallery? Saya akan menjawab, well, I ever visited an art gallery with my friends. It is located in Bali. When I was there, I see many paintings. The painting is very, very beautiful. Nah, kayak gitu kan. Jadi, sederhana saja, teman-teman ya. Sederhana saja. Satu topik gitu aja, kemudian di-develop gitu. Nanti pasti kan akan ditanyai lagi, pertanyaan lagi, dijawab lagi, kayak gitu. Ya, jawabnya 3 sampai 4 kalimat lah. Atau 5 kalimat, nggak apa-apa. Kalau masih diberikan kesempatan gitu ya. Misalkan ada pertanyaan lagi, misalkan kayak gini ya, do many people in your country using bicycles? Saya jawab, actually it depends on the places where they live. If they live in a countryside or village, I believe that some of them they use bicycles to move from one place to another place. But in the city, I think yeah, it's rare because there is no cycling. Nah, kayak gitu teman-teman ya. Jadi Kayak tadi kan pakai it depends. Apa dan apa kayak gitu. Oke, siap ya? Jawab lagi ya pertanyaan yang kedua ya teman-teman ya. Coba santai. Bayangkan teman-teman di kondisi itu ngomongnya pakai intonasi. Diusahakan ada intonasi sedikit gitu aja. Nggak apa-apa. Kita coba ya teman-teman ya. Dengan soal yang berbeda. Oke, let's start. The first question. Ya, Kak Dewi. Kak Dewi, the question is
Yes.
about language. How many foreign languages do children in your country learn at school?
I think the children in my country uses two or three languages depends on their life. In my country, there's so much languages that we have, especially the city language. It depends on the city. Like there is Japanese or Sundanese and something like that. So I think if there have if there have if there have apa ability to talk with city language, I don't know.
Okay, yep, thank you. Next, Kalisa. Kalisa, do you think it is important to learn a foreign language?
I do think that learning foreign language is a must because in the future, the globalization era will be um normal in our daily life, and we need to adapt with the society at the time. We need to adapt with the circumstance, and at the time, I guess a lot of people will manage more than one language. So I do believe that learning a foreign language is a must for us. It is beneficial for us.
Okay, now let's talk about pets. Now your turn, Kataskia. Kataskia, what is a popular pet to have in your country?
Very much popular for cats here. Like almost everyone has cats in their house, and I personally think that I don't like cats, but I think they're okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's the most.
Kataskia,
Yeah.
suaranya kurang jelas. Sorry.
Am I audible?
Ya, kurang keras sedikit. Oke, coba lagi ya, Kak.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, di kereta, pantas. Ya udah nggak apa-apa, Kak, nggak apa-apa. Oke, oke, ya nggak apa-apa, Kak. Siap, siap. Yep, next. Um, why do people have pets? Kak Ridya.
Because it can make you less stressful. For example, like I used to own a cat, and then like I always like talk to my cat and kind of feel like they can hear me. So I mean like call me crazy, but it makes me just less stressful. So yeah.
Okay, next question. What's your favorite animal, Kak Ahmad?
Okay. Uh, Cat is one of my favorite animal because I think I can fly with the cat because in around my home it's a lot of cat and sometimes every sometimes every morning uh one or two cats come to my home and I can give a pet for them, and I think I can talking or just telling about my story to cat and I can release my stress like that.
Okay, next question. Now let's talk about sport. What's your favorite sport, Kak Aul?
Yeah, I like badminton, and because badminton makes me, I feel fun when I play badminton. I play badminton in every week when I feel stressed about my activity in weeks. I will go with my friends and play badminton. Yeah.
Oke, yap, thank you. Kak Hadira sudah tahu belum, Kak? Yang kedua.
Belum.
Oke, yap. Your question. What is the most popular sport in your country?
In my country, the popular sport is badminton. I think there's so many tournaments in Indonesia, but actually there are many sports Indonesia in my country popular like volleyball or mm, football.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oke,
um,
yap, yap. Feedbacknya masih sama ya, teman-teman ya. Eh, sudah ada improvement sih ya. Jadi, sudah berusaha untuk develop your ideas, walaupun masih ada yang eh, masih belum fokus ke satu hal ya. Tapi nggak apa-apa sih, nggak apa-apa. Oke, nah itu caranya teman-teman ya menjawab IELTS Speaking Part One. So, it is called short conversation. Ada yang tanya, dijawab. Kemudian ditanya lagi, dijawab lagi. Nah, seperti itu. Nggak terlalu panjang gitu ya. Cuman kita eh apa ini berpikirnya juga harus terstruktur gitu cara jawabnya. Jadi mending misalkan ada pertanyaan A gitu, jawab dulu kenapa kok itu terjadi gitu. Kenapa kok A gitu. Sesuai pertanyaan. Kemudian ditambahkanlah kalimat-kalimat penjelas gitu ya. Oke. Yap. Nah, sekarang kita ke bagian ini ya, eh part 2 ya teman-teman ya. Nah, langsung saja part 2 saya ke bagian ini. Yap. Nah, kita sekarang ke bagian making notes dulu ya. Oke, jadi gini, writing, speaking part 2 itu prosedurnya pertama, prosedur yang pertama itu kita dikasih card. Ini cardnya modelnya kayak gini ya. Kemudian kita diberi waktu selama 1 menit untuk prepare. Setelah selesai 1 menit, kita diingatkan sudah selesai waktunya untuk prepare dan sekarang waktunya ngomong antara 1 sampai 2 menit. Jadi totalnya maksimal 2 menit untuk eh, ngomong gitu ya, menjelaskan apa yang telah disiapkan tadi. Dan pertanyaannya seperti ini. Ini adalah main questionnya. Dan yang bawah ini namanya prompt atau alat bantunya. Dari pertanyaan utama ini, teman-teman disarankan untuk what is it? You should say ini ada should kan, disarankan untuk menyampaikan what is it? Apa? How long have you been doing it? How longnya? Who you do it with? Dengan siapa? Why this is important to you? Gitu. Jadi ini tentang hobi atau interest ya yang kita suka gitu. Ini promnya alat bantunya. Nah, 1 menit ini ngapain? Lebih baik making notes teman-teman. Namanya notes itu berupa bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point ya, dan seterusnya. Gitu. Oke. Nah, di sini eh, what is it? Misalkan nih, saya tulis ini ya. eh, Tadi teman-teman sempat ada yang mengatakan badminton. Nah, oke lah, saya tulis di sini ya. Kemudian, how long have you been doing it? I will say that since 8 year old gitu ya. Kemudian dilanjut eh, ketika terus saja SMP misalkan ya atau SMA juga. Kemudian sampaikan juga at work di tempat kerja gitu. Kemudian we do it with. Nah, sampaikan pertama itu ya dengan father, kemudian dengan friends, extracurricular activity, kemudian after work, after uh, working hours ya, after work itu. Kemudian why it is important ya kita tulislah make friends, kemudian health ya, kemudian eh apa lagi ya, burn calorie, ngomongin kalori. Nah, kayak gitu. Nah, ini ditulis saja note-nya, bullet point saja, jangan kalimat teman-teman ya. Kalau kalimat waktunya bakalan habis untuk nulis, belum banyak poin yang diperoleh, waktunya udah habis. Nah, apa tujuannya buat note seperti ini? Tujuannya itu biar kita tuh nggak lupa. Oke, kita nggak lupa. Kalau kita hanya di angan-angan saja, khawatirnya ketika nervous lupa nih yang tadi kita sudah rencanakan ngomong gitu. Jadi mending tertulis. Kalau saya ya, apa nanti disediakan kertas ya? Ada kertasnya, teman-teman ya. Ada kertasnya. Nah, ketika nanti setelah selesai 1 menit, ketika ngomong, kita boleh melihat cardnya sekaligus juga melihat note kita. Gitu. Jadi kesimpulannya, kalau memang dikasih kesempatan untuk prepare, ya dimanfaatkan dengan baik dengan cara membuat note yang tertulis. Gitu ya. Nah, dari note ini kita jelaskan, misalkan nih saya ya, teman-teman ya, impromptu nih. Well, the hobby that I really, really like is doing badminton. Actually, this hobby started when I was uh, on 8 years old. And then it is continued when I was in a junior high school because badminton is one of my extracurricular activities that I can select it. Then it also continued when I was in a senior high school. Actually, it is not an extracurricular activities. Luckily, I met friends who have the same hobby. Then we make appointments to rent a court to play badminton together. But now, when I was at work or when I am at work, I play badminton with my friends and my colleagues and even my boss. Nah, kayak gitu teman-teman ya. Oke. Jadi kan saya ketika menjelaskan mengikuti ini note saya gitu. Jadi bisa ingat gitu. Oke, clear? Any question everyone? Any question? Note-nya harus diusahakan sebanyak mungkin ya, teman-teman ya. Kita coba sekarang ya, membuat note ya. Membuat note dengan pertanyaan yang sama. Ini saya hapus dulu aja. Ingat, note itu nggak boleh kalimat ya. Note itu paling nggak 1 atau 2 kata saja. Word atau phrases only. Not sentence. Kalau teman-teman note-nya berupa sentence, itu akan menghabiskan banyak waktu. Oke, siap ya. Nah, note-nya silakan ditulis di kolom chat ya, teman-teman. Siap-siap dibuka kolom chatnya. Akan saya kasih waktu nih ya. Saya pakai timer 1 menit. Oke, siap. 1 menit mulai dari sekarang. Silakan sampaikan note-nya di kolom chat. Soalnya tetap sama dengan soal yang ini ya, teman-teman ya. Describe an interest or hobby that you particularly enjoy. Silakan dimulai. Okay, stop writing now. Please post your note. Oke, Taskia. Oke, Kak Ahmad, Kak Devi. Yap. Oke, saya mulai dulu ya. Saya Kak Taskia, memungkinkan nggak Kak Taskia praktis ini, Kak?
Audible?
Oke, siap. Kak,
Better ya?
now your turn ya. 2 minutes from now. Silakan, Kak.
Okay, so I love to play music, which includes a piano and guitar. I've been doing it for 15 years, so approximately I started playing guitar and piano at around 13 years old. And then, no, 10 years old. And then I do it, sometimes I do it myself, but sometimes I do it with my family who also play music. And sometimes I do it in a live music bar when you just can jam with a lot of people there who can also play music. It is very much important for me because I believe in the power of music, of saying and also expressing your feelings. And I believe that it's just a way for me to stress, to release my stress, and as a channel for me to emotional dump and express all my emotional feelings that I've been feeling in the particular day or weeks. I think that's all. Thank you.
Masih 50 detik, Kak. Lanjut, Kak.
Ah, masih banyak ya. So,
Iya.
okay.
Minum 1 menit kan?
Okay,
Maksimal
deh,
dua
next time.
menit.
Okay, next time aku pakai time. Okay, so I've been doing this for 15 years, and I usually like to play the pop genre. So I play some things that is very mainstream, both Indonesian, Indonesian music and also Western pop music. I like the oldies music, for example, like I play Air Supply or Bon Jovi. I really like Always. That's just my favorite song. And yeah, I play it with myself, and I sing along to that kind of songs with the public, my friends, and my closest relatives. It's important for me to actually doing this because I believe in the power of expressing my feelings through music and through songs. I believe the power of lyrics in that kind of music because every song that I play means something for me. So it's always going to be personal. It's always going to be a therapeutical moment for me in that particular sense.
Oke, yap, stop, Kak. 2 minutes. Nah, maksimalkan ya 2 menit ya, Kak. Gak apa-apa nggak? Gak pakai timer gak apa-apa. Nanti eksaminernya kan yang apa ini stop gitu ya. Oke, sip sip Kak Taskia. Oke, thank you Kak. Next, eh yang sudah kirim ini siapa nih ya? Next, Kak Ahmad kayaknya tadi ya. Kak Ahmad, now your turn Kak Ahmad ya.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yep,
Okay.
2 minutes from now
Uh,
Kak.
so
Silakan.
okay, I will just talk about my hobby. It's my hobby is playing football because a long time ago, I think around 12 years since I was start elementary school. I'm every evening in the yard in the field, always playing football with my friend. After I with my friend hearing about the Aden Madrid. So uh and the position my favorite football position when I'm playing a football is a goalkeeper because uh because I feel I feel calm. I feel cozy because I'm I feel my professional position as the goalkeeper, and I think I'm the best position at goalkeeper. And why I should be a football player because I can talk with my friends after, after back from school at the evening, and can meet with the strangers from my other friends, and we just playing together. Uh, and long time ago, when I'm with my friend not playing football, uh, we can go to futsal court at the near from my house, and the place it's the it's the agak bingung sih after belum bisa lanjutin.
Okay. Yep, it's almost 2 minutes. Oke, Kak. Oke, good job. Good job. Gak apa-apa ya. Sudah
Ya,
berusaha maksimalkan ya.
iya.
Oke, Kak.
Oke.
Sip. Next, Kak Dewi. Kak Dewi, 2 minutes from now ya.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yap,
Um, I'll udah mulai belum? Belum.
yep.
Udah.
Start. Start now.
Okay, I love exploring new places, especially since I started studying abroad in Egypt. Living in a different country have give me so many opportunity to discover new culture, new places, such as historical landmark and hidden gem. So whenever I have free time, I really enjoy to visiting places like local market, which is have a different style, different ambience in Indonesia. So I always bring my camera or my phone to capture the experience because I also create content for my social media, which is Instagram. And I really enjoy to go with my friends for from for Asian country also friends from my college and doing explore new places together. We often hang out and sometimes even collaborate on social media content, of course. So yeah, and social media I create my own content for my social media. I mean, it's really important. It's really important for creating engaging content about my experience. So I really enjoy to explore a new places in here. And it's also a great way to build my personal brand, my personal content and share with my followers what I explore here. So yeah, is it a lot of time, sir?
Okay.
Or
1 minute 54 seconds. Okay. Yep.
okay.
Good job, Kak. Great. Next, Kak Aul.
Yes, mister.
Yep. You
Okay.
can start speaking now, Kak. Two
Okay.
minutes from now.
So I have several hobbies, and one is playing bicycle. So I had played bicycle when I was a child. I think when I was 8 year, I start to play bicycle. Hmm. And when I was child, I like to strolling around my town. Actually, I am from Kediri, so in the weekend, in the Sunday, I like to strolling around with my bike around Kediri town, and I can see the environment like villages or the another's activities in the morning, and the activities still going until now. And I do my activities, do these activities bicycle, playing bicycle, sometimes alone when I feel needed, and sometimes my friends want to join with me also. Yeah. Then I think when I play bicycle, starting around the town in Kediri and also now in Cairo, Egypt, I can I can get more ideas when I play bicycle and when I see the people activities in the morning and etc. Sorry, I cannot develop my idea. Sorry.
Oke Kak, 1 minute 45 seconds.
Okay.
Gak apa-apa, gak apa-apa. Gak apa-apa, aman. Teman-teman ada yang belum dapat kesempatan? Udah semua ya? Oh, Kak Hadira. Oke, Kak Hadira. Siap, Kak Hadira. Siap, Kak Hadira. Kak Hadira, are you ready?
Ready, sir.
Siap ya? Kak Hadira, 2 minutes from now, Kak.
Yes, sir.
Silakan.
Okay. So one of my interests or hobby is Zumba. It's sometimes uh, for that fun dance workout with mixes music. Uh, I start Zumba uh, when since I uh in junior high school, and uh at first I just follow my mom to go to Zumba, and uh I start to uh when I saw uh when I just observe the uh people Zumba, I interest with that, and I starting to have the courage to go alone, and now I uh do it uh alone, or sometimes I ask my friends to join, and I I think it's important too to because it's fun and effective to make my healthy uh make my body healthy. And the dance in Zumba, it help improve my body, burn my calories, and keep me active at the same times. And it also refreshing my mind while the lively uh, atmosphere in the fitness area, and make me more relaxed and energized. The best part is I
Oke,
really
Kak.
love
Sip.
the
Ya,
music.
udah 2 menit. Oke, good job.
Kayaknya selama itu
Sudah berusaha untuk
sih.
apa ini ya, maintain the flow of your speech. Bagus, Kak, bagus. Ya, nanti tinggal di apa ini em, intonasinya aja ya, tinggal dipertajam lagi gitu ya, Kak, sama pronunciation-nya ya. Gitu. Oke. Thank you, Kak Hadira. Next, the last one, Kalisa. Kalisa, are you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Yap, 2 minutes from now, Kak. Silakan.
My hobby is reading novel. I have been doing this hobby for 5 years, so it's I guess from senior high school, and I really enjoy this hobby. I usually do this hobby, this kind of activity by myself, but because I have colleagues and friends who also like to reading, they like also reading novel, even though we have a different taste of genre. But sometimes we read together, even though we read different novel, and we read that in the same place. And then why I do this, because I really enjoy reading novels entertain me, and this is important for me because this hobby can make me really stressed and avoid from the reality. I tend to get stressed because of workload, the task, and many more. So I really need something that can make me avoid the reality and enjoy the present. So I choose reading, and it already happened for 5 years. And also another benefit when I reading, I try to supply a lot of vocabulary on my head, on my brain. So whenever I try to write something, try to uh, explore ideas, I got a lot of ideas because of I read, even though it is a novel. And I also explore a lot of genre such as fantasy, and then also psychology, and then um horror, and sometimes like a detective. I enjoy that kind of novel. Is it enough, sir? 20 minutes, 10
Okay.
minutes.
Yep. One minute 55 seconds. Yep. I think it's okay. It's okay. Yep.
Thank you.
Oke, teman-teman. General feedbacknya gini, feedbacknya ya. Eh, Pertajam lagi intonasi. Meskipun ini durasinya 2 menit ya, tetap kita harus menjaga intonasi, pronunciation dengan baik itu selama 2 menit itu, gitu. Kemudian karena ini panjang durasinya, sebaiknya nih ditambah lagi note-nya ya. Saya mati ini masih ada yang sedikit ya. Tapi rata-rata masih sedikit semua sih ya. Mungkin karena ini masih pertama kali gitu ya. Jadi masih eh, belum banyak. Diusahakan lebih banyak lagi ya teman-teman ya. Biar tertata ketika ngomong juga gitu. Biar nggak terkesan misalkan nih ini saya sudah habis nih gitu, kayak apa yang mau saya sampaikan, nah ini berusaha diulang-ulang lagi gitu. Nah andai kan note itu lebih banyak lagi, itu kan bisa tertata dengan baik yang disampaikan kayak gitu ya. Oke, itu yang kedua ya, tadi yang pertama intonasinya dipertajam lagi dengan durasi 2 menit. Kemudian note-nya juga ditambah lagi ya, bullet point-nya. Jangan menulis kalimat ya, teman-teman. Hanya note saja, frase atau kata. Kemudian berikutnya ini kan karena kita nggak pakai kamera ya, dan kita nggak tatap muka langsung, saya nggak tahu gesturnya kayak gimana. Cuman eh, usahakan sebisa mungkin teman-teman menikmati ketika ngomong itu. Oke, nah kalau nggak menikmati itu jatuhnya terlalu cepat atau mungkin terdengar agak boring gitu ya. Karena apa? Intonasinya masih kurang gitu. Oke, jadi cobalah untuk menikmati proses speakingnya itu. Jangan nervous, dia diusahakan lah ya. Nervous pasti ada sedikit, tapi dikontrol nervousnya ya. Dikontrol nervousnya. Kemudian jangan lupa senyum dan pasang wajah yang santai gitu. Nah ini topiknya tadi kan beragam ya. Nah, mungkin bisa menggunakan strategi yang saya sarankan kemarin ya. Coba apa ini latihan dengan teman-teman yang mau tes. Kemudian masing-masing orang punya pertanyaan yang yang dirahasiakan gitu. Kemudian hari ini kita kan tadi kan mendengarkan jawaban-jawaban dari teman-teman ya. Nah, itu bisa jadi referensi nanti ketika menjawab, oh iya ya, bagus ya idenya ya. Nah, itu bisa dipinjam teman-teman. Itu manfaatnya kalau kita belajar bareng-bareng gitu ya. Jadi ada apa ini ada gambaran ya. Teman-teman, saya belum menceritakan ya satu larangan. Larangan dalam IELTS speaking. Ini nggak boleh. Jangan sampai dilakukan ya. Ini larangan. Tidak boleh menghafal jawabannya. Oke, meskipun teman-teman melihat jawaban teman dan lain-lain, tapi bukan berarti dihafalkan detailnya. Nanti kalau misalkan terlihat menghafal, nilainya nggak bisa 6. Karena itu larangan banget meng, eh, apa nih, hafalan gitu. Jadi kembali ke aturan pertama. Speaking ini harus speak naturally gitu ya. Itu yang yang perlu diingat-ingat. Jadi senatural mungkin ketika ketika menjelaskan ya. Ke jika kita bisa apa ini natural, maka nilainya bisa lebih lebih tinggi lagi gitu. Oke. Nah, sebelum saya tutup, apakah ada pertanyaan teman-teman terkait kelas hari ini? Belum ada ya? Oke. Teman-teman terima kasih ya sudah berkenan hadir. Semoga bermanfaat. Saya akhiri. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye everyone.
Thank you, Mr.
My pleasure.